आज का आर्टिकल जो है चिल्ड्रन एजुकेशन इन मदरसा पे रहेगा। तो चलिए पढ़ते हैं। नेशनल कमीशन फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ चाइल्ड राइट्स मतलब NCPCR has written to the chief secretariats of all states and union territories recommending that madrasa boards be discontinued and closed down. State funding to madrasas and madrasa boards be stopped and children attending madrasa be enrolled in formal schools. इसमें अगर कुछ शब्द है वो है रिकमेंडिंग मतलब सिफारिश करना, एनरोल मतलब किसी स्कूल में दाखिला लेना, इन फॉर्मल स्कूल मतलब होता है सामान्य स्कूल या अथवा रेगुलर स्कूल्स। While the Congress said it would comment after reading the letter, the party's cabinet minister for electronics, IT, biotech and rural development and Panchayati Raj in Karnataka said a commission should ideally give a remedies than to ask states to stop funding and shut down madrasas. रेमेडीज होता है किसी चीज का उपाय, and it is so ironic to see this development days after Maharashtra government decided to triple the salaries of madrasa teachers, he told the Indian Express. इसमें आयरनिक होता है किसी चीज का विडंबना। BJP's ally in the center, Lok Janashakti Party spokesperson A.K. Bajpai said, if any madrasa is found running illegally, it should be shut down, but nothing should be done blindly. He told the Indian Express he was not aware if NCPCR wrote the letter following a receipt of any adverse reports from states. इसमें अलाई होता है मतलब मित्र, ब्लाइंडली मतलब कोई चीज बिना देखे। There should be proper survey of all madrasas to find if there are any irregularities, and they should be given ample opportunity to explain themselves if any illegality is found, LJP's Bajpai said. एम्पल होता है पर्याप्त, अपॉर्चुनिटी मतलब संधि, मतलब उनको पर्याप्त संधि देनी चाहिए अगर उसमें कुछ गलत तरीके से चीजें मिलती है एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए। The October 11 letter from NCPCR chairperson Priyank Kanungo said it has also been recommended that all non-Muslim children be taken out of the madrasa and admitted in schools for receiving a fundamental education as per the RT Act 2009. Also, children from a Muslim community who are attending madrasa, whether recognized or unrecognized, are enrolled in the formal schools and received education of the prescribed time and curriculum as per the RT Act 2009. BJP's ally JDU was not available for comment. Another ally, TDP, refused to comment. Samajwadi Party MP and a spokesperson Anand Bhaduria said that the letter for the of the NCPCR appears politically motivated and aimed to create hatred and divide in the society. A number of madrasas are doing excellent work and generating scholars, but attempts are being made for long to create a misconception. Further, children from the financially poor families study here. This ridiculous letter must be withdrawn, he said. इस पैराग्राफ में कुछ शब्द है जो है हेटेड मतलब नफरत, मिसकंसेप्शन मतलब होती है गलतफहमी फैलाना, रेडिकुलस मतलब हास्यास्पद या अ, हास्यास्पद या कुछ ऐसा बोलिए, उस लेटर को मान्य मतलब कुछ उसमें तथ्य नहीं है। मस्ट बी विड्रॉन होता है उसको रिटर्न लेना चाहिए। कानून गोज लेटर claims that exemption of religious institutions from the RT Act 2009 led to the exclusion of children attending only religious institutions from the formal education system, and that while Article 29 and 30 of the Constitution protected minority rights, children in these schools were deprived of equal access to quality education under the RT Act. It adds what intended to empower children ultimately created new layers of deprivation and discrimination due to wrong interpretation. इस पैराग्राफ में अगर कुछ शब्द है वो है डेप्रिवेशन मतलब हानि करना, एंड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन मतलब भेदभाव, और इंटरप्रिटेशन होता है अर्थ। अगर जो एक्ट बना है उसका रॉन्ग अर्थ निकाल के उन बच्चों के साथ डिप्रिवेशन मतलब हानि हो रही है और भेदभाव किया जा रहा है। प्रियंक खरगे said reports like ASER also point out flaws in government schools across the state. Does it mean you shut them down and governments stop running them? The report is not a law. The state government will study the report in detail, its finding, methodology, and based on that take a call, he said. फ्लॉज होता है किसी चीज की कमियां। The Commission has, along with the letter, sent a recent report prepared by the NCPCR titled Guardians of Faith or Operation of Rights, Constitutional Rights of Children versus Madrasas, which claims that madrasas violate the educational rights of children. The report claims that the curriculum in madrasas is not as per the RT Act, and the NCPCR found abnormalities in the curriculum, objectionable content in Diniyat books. The books provide the true stories from the Diniyat books क्या होता है? The books provide the true stories from the Quran, Hadith, and about the Islamic scholars in children's story style. In the curriculum, teaching of a text that professes the supremacy of Islam, and the Bihar Madrasa Board prescribing books that are published in Pakistan. It also claims that in the NCPCR's interaction with the state authorities, it found that madrasas lack trained and qualified teachers as prescribed by the National Council for Teacher Education, and that the teachers in madrasas are largely dependent upon the conventional methods used in learning Quran and other religious texts. It adds that the RTA Act specifies a qualification for teachers and the pupil teacher ratio, and in the absence of these provisions, children are left in the hands of the unskilled teachers. लैक होता है किसी चीज की कमी, प्रिस्क्राइब मतलब निर्धारित मानदंड, कन्वेंशनल होता है पारंपरिक, मतलब जो पुराने ढर्रे पे कुछ चीजें चल रही है उनको बोलते हैं कन्वेंशनल। स्पेसिफाई करना मतलब किसी चीज को निर्दिष्ट करना या उसको डायरेक्शन देना। अगला पैराग्राफ है, द रिपोर्ट claims that the institutions impart Islamic education and are not following the basic principles of secularism. Madrasas deprive children of the facilities and entitlements which are provided to the students studying in the regular schools, like uniforms, books, and midday meals. Schools that provide formal education are required to follow the norms prescribed by the RT Act, and with no such mechanism available for madrasas, they lack accountability and transparency in their functioning. Madrasa boards are providing Islamic religious education and instructions to non-Muslims and Hindus, which also a blatant violation of Article 28(3) of the Constitution of India. It adds that state government need to take immediate steps to remove Hindu and non-Muslim children from madrasas. क्लेम्स होता है दावा करना, इम्पार्ट होता है मतलब शिक्षा देना, सेकुलरिज्म होता है धर्मनिरपेक्षवाद, धर्मनिरपेक्षता अथवा इसी को कहते हैं इहलोकवाद, डिप्राइव मतलब किसी चीज से वंचित करना। In its report, the NCPCR has said that it had written to the Secretary, Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education in June this year to issue directions to states to inspect madrasas that have UDISE code and withdraw recognition if these madrasas do not comply with the norms in the RT Act. In July, the ministry wrote to the education secretariats of a state seeking a report of inspections of madrasas. रिकॉग्निशन होता है किसी चीज को मान्यता देना, कंप्लाई मतलब उस चीज को फॉलो करना, पालन करना या उसके जैसे उस नियमों का पालन करना। Claiming that madrasas have an arbitrary mode of working without a standardized curriculum, the report recommends that all non-Muslim children be taken out of madrasas and admitted in other schools. States ensure that all Muslim children attending madrasas are enrolled in a formal school, and state funding to madrasas and madrasas board be discontinued and these boards be closed down. आर्बिट्ररी होता है किसी चीज की मनमानी करना। थैंक यू।